Alright, so we've got the Synergy full sleeve, long sleeve, full suit Volution model, selling for about $3.50 Canadian, maybe let's call that 1 penny USD. And unboxing time. So this is the quote unquote bang for buck Synergy wetsuit, triathlon wetsuit, full motion in the sleeves, the arms. But it is long sleeve. AKA full buoyancy, right? So well, there she is. There she is, right in front of the Barbie dream houses. So, doing this one-handed, no fancy stands. So we have the paperwork. So that model is the Endorphin, I believe, that I unboxed earlier. I love that wetsuit. I kept that wetsuit. So some care instructions here. You can use the plastic bag trick, but just in case, here's your key steps there in case you don't know how to put on a wetsuit and you think that'll be easy, but it is tricky and you can tear if you're like crazy unsafe. And comes the hardest part sometimes for some people, which is to do up your own zipper. So here you go. Hold the bottom of the zipper with one hand and grab the lanyard and gently pull up. So that's also how you know if your wetsuit is too tight, because if you can't close it because your lats are too big, or you have been drinking a little bit too much orange juice and your belly's getting in the way on the other side, you probably need a different size. But it should be pretty skin tight, and these are good quality zippers. So there you go. And you've got a 1 year. So the Volution and Epic Speed, you've got a 1 year, but for the Endorphin, Adrenaline, and Hybrid, you have a 2-year warranty. So I guess you have to register it. That's good to know, right? Register it if you're going to keep this puppy. And then you get full-fledged warranty coverage. So there's your Synergy model. You might have seen one of my other videos here. So here's the Adrenaline. There's the Hybrid. There's the Volution. And the Long John version of it, which means sleeveless. I actually really like the sleeveless feel, but these things are pretty flexible. So there's the Endorphin. Here's some accessories. Here's the Syn Skin. Some people actually like wearing it underneath as your tri-suit. Here's a few more traditionals. Here's your tri-singlet. Here's your short sleeve pro tri-suit. And sleeveless, I should say, as well. Here's a USA Special. Team USA. Here's the swim bags. And some more accessories. So that's that paperwork in the bag. Now let's take a look at the suit. So, suit comes nicely folded. You've got, here is your neckline. I'm trying to catch the light so you can see the level of shimmer or reflection. It does come through as a high quality wetsuit. It's got that dual smooth skin Here is the thickness around the neck. And here is the stitch. Exact same stitch as the higher end models that I've experienced so far. So there's your stitch line around the collarbone. The stitching feels quite soft, but it's not going to tear. And here's the neoprene. It feels like kind of classic neoprene underneath there on the other side. And so you can also see the stitch of where it's folded. Or I guess, I don't know about folded, but it does have a nice layer of that soft rubberized kind of feel. And there is the bond line, if you can see it. It's got the synergy symbol in the front of the chest. And I'm going to lay this down in a sec, but you've got the little sort of like flexible, I like to think of it as like the gray whale kind of finish here on the edges of the arms. And no zipper or anything on the edges of these. And when it comes to the bottom, you have your cutout for the heel area there, neoprene on the inside. If I try to catch the edge here, no cross stitch line. It is that chemically bonded. Oh, you can see the little bit of the stitch there. So it is in there, I'm pretty sure. You have the Volution logo on the side. The materials, you cannot feel anything in this silk screening technique or whatever you call it. It doesn't look like a sticker. It doesn't feel like a sticker. Now let's look closely at the bond line. There's the edge of the leg bond line, for example. You'll see, if you look at a super close level, you will see a couple little, what I'll call more than okay, more than adequate stitch marks, I guess, bond marks. But this is a pretty good bondage here for sure. Glue laminates or whatever you want to call it. And so I don't think there's going to be a lot of delamination is what I mean. So I'm about 5'10", 220, work out all the time. My chest and my lats are kind of big. So I'm trying the LS myself. Tried the L2 last, and the L2 was good. LS should give me just a little bit more breathing room because I'm, swimming hard, trying to get a good time. And when I'm breathing that hard, I feel sometimes like the skinnier build sizes are just a bit too skin tight for me personally. I would prefer the L3 in almost all other ways. I'd rather the suit be a little bit longer, but it's looking good here. So there is the zipper. I'm going to lay this down now for us. So here is the LS front laid out. It is not going to be long, that is for sure. And if you like a longer wetsuit, I recommend the L3 then. But this should be pretty good for breathing room and mobility and no wrinkle. And flipping to the other side. So here is the back. Synergy logo. Now that's looking pretty good.